Welcome to the Inspired Connection. I am so happy that you are here. Truly, this is the place to build your true potential. It is about fueling your purpose, building your passion, building your authenticity and your strategic action to create purpose to profits, to align your purpose with your profit.
Well, there we are, aligning our purpose with our profits. I am Carolyn Cooper. I'm so glad to be here today. And I am joined by Dina Russo, who I met in Harmony, Pennsylvania, with Michelle Murter at a conference that was being presented there. And we both spoke. And I felt an immediate connection with Dina. So Dina, thanks for coming on today to share with us. And we're going to be on here for approximately 15 minutes. So if you can hang in here with us, we'd really appreciate it. And I think where we're going to venture today is a very interesting avenue, looking at what I think Dina has as her zone of genius. And to me, one of the most important things about being in business is to connect with your purpose and your passion, and to see how we can translate that into profits and love your business, and also build it in a way that you're creating prosperity and profitability. So let me ask you, if you are ready to align your mission with your margins. And I'd like to introduce to you Dina. Now, Dina, I'm going to just share with people about you, and then we'll dive into our conversation. So I'm honored to introduce Dina. She is based in New Kensington, Pennsylvania. And she is the purposeful, passionate owner and director of Stroll, Treesdale, and BeLocal, Cranberry and North, community-focused publications that bridge the gap between local businesses and residents. She also owns Masterpiece Creations Art Gallery in Mars, PA, and with a heart for connection and a head for marketing, Dina blends creativity and strategy to elevate businesses and build meaningful relationships, which, oh my goodness, I just love it. So Dina, let me just ask you, I find it fascinating. You have spent over 4 decades really, you have been an entrepreneur, you've been a publisher, you've been a community connector, and in the print and marketing industry. So, and gone from a gallery owner to branding expert. Now, tell me what it is for you about your principle or philosophy on branding, because I feel that most businesses don't know who they are. We had a conversation before we jumped on here. They don't know what their brand is. You mentioned, other people have told them, but can you give us just a few tips and ideas that we can focus on to understand that?
Absolutely, Carolyn. Thanks for having me too today. Excited to be here. A lot of people really don't know how to market their business, branding, advertising. A lot of people hear return on investment, or, I have to get as many hits as I can on social media. But really what it comes down to is return on exposure. It is putting yourself out there in different places and really not knowing what you're getting from it. It is waiting for it to work. It is trying multiple avenues, whether it be print or digital or a billboard, non-stop. People, try to do the spray and pray. Well, I did this once and it didn't work. Well, it's because you have to do it forever. Really, as long as you're in business, you'll stay in business if you have the patience and you have a budget for it.
Yes.
It is putting it aside like gas money
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that you're going to spend it and it will get you somewhere, but you don't know when or how long it will take because it has to be considered a part of your budget and something you will do forever.
Well, it's true, isn't it? And I love this return on exposure. I mean, businesses think that they can just simply put things up on social media and that will be enough. And it's not. It's this commitment. It's having this investment in their business on a consistent basis to create that exposure, to build that position in the marketplace, to be known, to be remembered, to be seen, right? Like you do a number of publications too, and I remember seeing this absolutely beautiful magazine in Harmony, Pennsylvania when I was there at your booth. So can you tell us a little bit about that? Because you put that together too, don't you? Like you work with the community. And I mean, I just find it fascinating how you can bring all of this community element into marketing and branding too. It's fascinating.
It really is. And I work with a larger company that helps me as a business owner. I'm a franchise owner. But what we do is all about community, helping and helping businesses be a part of affluent communities and being seen, known, liked, and also trusted in an affluent community. But it's more than just that. It's all about connection. It's all about exposure. And what I love most is that I have residents that live on the same street and don't even know it, and then next thing you know, they're doing volunteer work together. It has a life in the community. It breathes life. It has a heartbeat. And then there is a business that will go into the community of Treesdale, and the next thing you know, they're getting one job for another because they're in the community. So we support local businesses, and it's the core of our, it's the core of our product and the core of our, our country.
Well, and the community connection that happens after that is the magic, I think, too, right? So it's the connections between businesses. It's the ways and they can see how they can support each other and collaborate locally. Do you have any stories like that are interesting? I was just imagining some businesses coming together that they could share and collaborate.
Well, I'm not sure I understand your question, but I think I have a lot of stories about how businesses have supported the community. Is that what you mean? Or
Yes.
Yeah, and residents supporting the businesses as well. In fact, I had some coffee with some residents, and there were about 6 of them there, and 3 out of the 6 said, I will not call a business unless they're in the magazine because I know they're vetted. I know they're trusted. I know they're supporting us getting this every month because they love it so much. The residents love it so much. So, and we also have businesses and residents that collaborate together and do a fundraiser.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because they met at one of our events that we host. So it's really, like I said, it has a heartbeat. And it makes me know getting up every day that I'm helping residents meet each other and connect and helping businesses grow.
It doesn't get much better than that. Honestly, when you have your purpose, when you have your passion, because I can feel it just when you say that too, it's the meaning, it's the reason, it's the why, right?
Why?
And you get to witness the heartbeat of how that contributes to the residences, to the businesses, and yet you get to be a part of that. See, I think that's absolutely glorious and magical. I do. And I believe that every business can have a purpose too. So we have to be open to it. We have to be curious about it. And sometimes we have to do things a little bit differently. I know that you go above and beyond the expectations for people, but to me, that's what it takes. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a business owner. Obviously, I want to make money. I wouldn't be in business if I didn't, have that desire, but that will come in time. If I can help people, if I can help businesses grow, and if I can help a community come together, that gives me more joy than anything.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And I love your creative elements and creativity and strategy to support this whole coming together into this connection. I love it. Okay, so let me ask you, what strategies on how you nurture trust within the businesses that you work with, whether it be clients or team members that you work with, or partners. Now, how do you nurture that trust?
Well, I come authentically as me. I don't try to be something I'm not. I find out if they're generally a fit for what we do. And if I tell them I'm going to send out a professional photographer to take pictures of them, to do a story on them, I'm going to do that. I don't try to sell anybody on our product, because that comes through as somebody that's not genuinely trying to help somebody. My goal is to get to know my business partners and become friends with them. So if I say I'm going to do something, I will do it. If I say I'm going to have an event, I will do it. If I say I'm going to introduce them to residents, I will do it. And genuinely want to help them. And I love what I do, and I love the product that I present to them. And that comes through as well. So if you love what you're doing and you love the product, they will trust you because of that too.
Wow, it's so much the truth. And when we can find those elements that, what I call, make our heart sing, where we get to feel gratitude for our ability to be in service, that is the magic potion, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they feel that authenticity, and they actually feel that heart-centered contribution. And that supports them to feel that they can trust you too. And when you follow through with what you say you're going to do, that is trust. But that's also your own integrity, Dina. So I really respect that. So thank you. So my last question is, what keeps you inspired and taking action during those challenging times in your purpose-driven journey of success?
I'll tell you what really keeps me going, because it's a roller coaster of emotions sometimes, is when I get a text or an email from a resident. I know that the publication went in the mailboxes, and they thank me and tell me how much they love reading this and look forward to getting it. And I could be having a bad day, and I get a text saying, I love the front cover. I love what you're doing for our community. You bring us together. They've told me that. You bring us together as a community. And what keeps me going, on the opposite side too, is when I know a business is being seen and their branding is working and their community trusts that business. What I do isn't always easy or fun. Some days, are harder than others. It's always fun, but some days are harder than others, let's face it. But when I know I'm helping somebody, that's what keeps me going. I put them, it could be a bad thing too, but I put people before me sometimes. And that's what keeps me going, knowing that what I'm doing has purpose for them.
Well, it does, and it makes a difference. I mean, I think that's where every single business needs to have the focus and understand how that impacts other people's lives, how that makes a difference to their experience, to their life, to their situation. And, you know, when I call them gifts, when we receive those text messages or emails, I love that. And, you know, I love to hear that you celebrate that within yourself, Dina, because that's part of the joy, and sharing that with other fellow business people. And it's just that whole circle of appreciation and gratitude. And it just fuels your fire for desire to keep serving your residents, your businesses. So I said that was my last question. I just have one more.
Okay.
That is, you're an artist, which I think is incredible. You painted a painting for Michelle, which is one of our friends, and she sent it to me after my dog had passed. And I opened it up on Zoom and absolutely cried to the bottom of my heart and soul, because it was so beautiful. I mean, you got his feeling, you got his soul, and you said something to me when I got to meet you, and I was so honored to meet you because there was so much love poured into that painting. And he's hanging in my kitchen presently. And, you know, you said it's in the eyes, Carolyn. It's in the eyes. So tell us, you know, your purpose and passion and creativity for painting. Can you give us a taste of that? Because I want to inspire people to realize that all of this is possible for them, right? So
Being an artist is the greatest gift from God, and it can't be suppressed. It has to be poured out into a canvas. And people are touched by painting subconsciously. They don't even realize it, because it is so powerful. And as an artist, you have to have, I have a lot more emotions and feelings, and it pours into the canvas, and it will change. Art changes communities and lives. And every time you look at that painting, you'll see something different, and you'll have a memory from your precious pet. You'll have, you know, a thought or a feeling, and an emotion will touch you because of it. So it is just, it's something that I don't even realize the power that I have over sometimes when I do a painting or present it to somebody, until, you know, you see them cry from it, or they see it on a wall and they don't know why they have to have it. It is because it's from the greatest creator on earth, and it pours through my veins and in through my fingers and through the paintbrush and the knife onto the canvas. And it's a living feeling canvas. It breathes life.
That is so beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye. I'm not kidding. You definitely have many gifts from God. I will tell you straight, girl.
I do.
And
I use them all.
well, I know, but what a wonderful life you have. I'm so happy for you. And, you know, to me, it's about living a life that we love. We have to love our life. Yeah. And that is taking the time to do things that bring us joy, that create creativity, that nurture our purpose and our perspective.
We're here to love people. That's
Yes.
why we're here.
Well, that's true. And me too. So I think that's what we have in common. So, Dina, oh my goodness, thank you for jumping on this Purpose to Profits Rainmaker interview with me. I'm so honored to have you here. And I know that you have a special gift for people. So I just want to let people know that it will be in the information in the notes down below. And Dina's special gift for you is to do a marketing consultation for 30 minutes, complimentary to you. So have a conversation with Dina. I think her zone of genius is not only being an artist, it's also on supporting people to understand who they are and what that return on exposure needs to be in painting. So thank you, Dina. And I also will include my free checklist We're aiming high to transform your business breakthroughs, your 30-day checklist that will support you to bring love back to life within your business. So thank you, Dina.
Thank you.
We will see you on my next interview series, starting with a podcast called Love Inspired Leadership. Thank you.
Thank you.